Okay, welcome to my personal world. WOOD. We've got a special guest coming. It's time, brother, for us to get into the house. And I have you coming into me. And I sing the songs in the Church of the Marshal and the Church of the King of the free world. Hold on. I'm coming. I'm coming. Hold on just a minute. Hello, Mr. MR. How are you? Sassy Geico 1975.
Joni, let me see if I've got the link.
Lydia, I don't know why he bans you automatically. This is my second channel, Joni Main. My name is Traveling Beauty Brandy. How are you, Brandy? Nice to see you, Russ. Yes, I see you, Russ. I see your thing. Okay, yeah. So anyway, Elvis Travels Marshall is coming on as a special guest.
One live stream, like I said, again, it could be.
We're all a big family on YouTube. We need to just get along, be friends, and we're all doing just fine because we'll all get along. Be friends on YouTube. You look marvelous. Oh, thank you, Jody girl.
So with that being said, obviously, there are a lot of people that have been banned on the channel. It's an easy remedy. It's an easy fix. It's just taking away all the wrenches and unbanning everybody and getting everything back to normal there. And that's what I'll be doing. Obviously, this happened because I see that a lot of people are not here and a lot of people are not speaking, and that's probably pretty much the case, I think, of what has occurred and what has happened. And those have been banned, I guess we'll find out on Joni Portwood's channel once I join her channel. Is Joni live? Can anybody confirm to her right now? Is Joni Portwood live? Joni, are you live? And Joni, did you send me the link? And where did you send me the link to my personal Facebook or my email? But I'll be wrapping this up here in a little bit here. So, if you haven't went over to Joni's channel, I'm going to be going there and pretty soon. Hey, Mike James, how you doing, brother? I'm about to get off here and go to Joni's channel. Check your email again. The Syrian guy 33. Okay, I got you.
Every rose has its thorn, okay, cool. Just like every night has its gone, just like every cowboy. Okay, guys, I don't want to ban my fans, but I will ban anybody who starts talking trash talking. You know, Marshall, he's my guest, so that's what's important. I want everybody on here.
Probably take away all the wrenches and just restart.
So let's all be on our best behavior. And you can come back, guys. You can, yeah, exactly. I like Poison too. But just come back, everybody. Come back when Marshall's not here if you don't want to see Marshall. Papa Perk, nice to see you. But the main thing is, if you don't want to be on here when Marshall's on here, you can just leave and come back tomorrow, and I'll do a stream with you guys tomorrow. Because he's my special guest, so we don't want a lot of trollorama going on in here.
And there'll be an alternative, you know what I'm saying? There'll be an alternative, and that's nice if she's available to do that. So another thing I want to talk about here is I've been thinking about when I'm going to leave Florida.
We don't need that. I'm just saying that.
I'm looking at the forecast in Chicago. I might be leaving in 1 week.
We don't need this. Marshall's my guest. He's going to be vulgar and rude. I'm not going to put up with anything, but guys, I don't want all this stuff going on. Just the main thing, me and Marshall are getting along good, and we don't want all this trash talk. He's my guest. Yeah, he got his van fixed, so I just wanted to show you guys, but I just want everybody to be good. Oh yeah, Jody girl, nice to see you. just like every night has its dawn. Just like every cowboy has a sad, sad song. Every rose has its thorn. Yes, it does. That scar remains. Every night has its dawn. Just like every cowboy sings a sad, sad song. These glasses are so messed up. They were so crooked.
So that's my plan. That is my plan. Nothing is set in stone. Nothing is set in stone. I might get a job in Florida and stay here
But anyway, guys,
until May.
I want everybody to.
But I don't want to do that because I know that April starts to get hot over here, and I don't want to deal with that. So
I want my glasses are crooked.
I think that probably is the best thing for me to do is to leave here in 2 weeks. Is to go back to Chicago in a week or two. Probably
Hello, Charla. Nice to see you.
Go back to Chicago
I'll make him be respectful as well. Everybody be respectful. I want all the good guys to be in here, but I don't want all the assholes in here. I don't want the people in here gonna trash talk and hate and blah 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 blah. Okay. These glasses, they were my
my taxes.
there.
I need to find an affordable person to do my 1099 taxes, and I'm in desperate need of this $1,400 stimulus check.
I got my glasses all backwards.
And I was
Now.
quoted a price of $185 to do my taxes. I can't afford to do the taxes. If people donate to my PayPal $185, I'll make a video of doing my taxes. Not going to show where I'm doing my taxes at, but I'll make a video, some sort of video that I'm doing my taxes, because I'm in desperate need of the check.
Yeah, I was.
And if I don't find somebody to do it for free,
Oh,
it can range
how
from
do
$185
the
to
stars
$350.
keep
I just don't
on
have the money. It's
singing?
expensive to do a 1099.
Don't you know it's the end of the world? You loved him when he said goodbye. I think of you and me, Johnny Angel. I'm into the van life, local hero. I sure am into the van life. I have a truck camper and it's an 88 Coachman. Yes, it is. It's a movie poster. This is Xanadu. The Xanadu movie poster. How do the stars keep on ringing? Don't you know it's the end of the world? I love it when you said goodbye. How does the stars keep on ringing? Don't you know it's the end of the world? I love it when you say Johnny Angel. How I love him. How I whistle when you said goodbye. When it starts to fly. Johnny Angel, how I love you. I will respect him because it's your strength. Thank you, Papa Perk. Even though he blocked me for no reason, I understand. We're saying sub up to you. Granted, I did say a few times, but thank you, Papa, and I appreciate that, Papa Perk. Papa Perk. However, I'm saying your name. Look great with the same violet eyeshadow, and your hair is layered cut. Thank you. Thank you. You, Brandy. Every day. You sing
The other thing
to
that I need
yourself.
is I need at least $400 of money for gas to get back to Chicago to get back home. So I'm hoping people are going to come
That's
through
crazy.
on Super Chat.
Yeah.
And if PayPal doesn't make such smooth travel when it comes
A
time for
little
me to
bit
go back
closer
home to
now.
Chicago.
A little bit closer now. A little bit closer now. Hey,
And I mean,
hey,
considering I'm
hey,
leaving about a
hey,
week,
hey,
or maybe at the
hey,
end of the month,
hey,
we'll wait
hey.
to 2 weeks.
Hey, 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 you know you make me wanna shout. Stick my hands up and shout. Put my hands back and shout.
And
Come
that's
on
pretty much
now.
about it. As
Come
far as
on
my
now.
life, guys,
Come
as far as
on
my
now.
life goes,
You move it louder now.
we're at the 46
You know
minute
you
mark.
make me wanna shout. Put my heels up and shout. Thank you, Willie's Pub. Tasha Teeling, how are you? Nice to see you. If you're the real Tasha Teeling, either way you look at it. Okay, we got something fun going on.
Be there on her chat, and I'll be there in about 14 minutes here.
14 minutes in the house of the Lord. Do you know about the house of the Lord? Do you respect the house of the Lord? I am in the house of the Lord. Geico, James Dean, the queen of the Wing Bull Mafia. You know it, James Dean. How you doing in the house today? So you from the South too. I'm in North Carolina. I'm in Kentucky. Richmond, Kentucky. Okay, guys, here's, you asked for this, a map to be drawn. Maps to be drawn. I do crazy shit. Okay. The state of Kentucky is Lexington, Cincinnati, Louisville, 64. 64, Huntington, West Virginia, where Anderson Henderson is, right up there. Okay, down here is Richmond, Kentucky. The Appalachian area goes like that. That's Appalachian area. That's Kentucky. That's where I'm at. Okay. Okay. I was bombed in Cincinnati. I was born dead in Cincinnati. Oh, really? Cool. Tasha Teal and chicken nuggets, exactly. Carlos Martinez. You have some moonshiners being filmed around there, maybe something like that. That could also be a turkey leg. Look, now this is, I found this online. It's an owner's manual for a boombox I have. And so, okay. Off-grid doofus, great map. Thank you. Can you ask Marshall to unblock me?
Taxes coming in. Who's it from? $2 of taxes just came in from Blue Salt Line. Thank you, brother.
Who jumping on the blue salt line? Okay, iconic God, you're gonna have to go. Okay, put your sweet lips a little thought. Okay, born dead in the USA. Yeah. I can't play the guitar right now because I have a guitar. Richie Rich Life of Road Trips. Oh, now. Okay, guys, I know I will be back here in a few minutes to talk to you guys. I'm trying to be more exciting. The dude abides. Nice to see you. Seriously, needs to see a doctor. Dude has lost it. The dude you still blocked at Coates. Flower Power, nice to see you. I'm going to be anyone that thinks Elbow is a real RV channel. You will now see he's a real e-begging show. All he wants is your money. I'm going to get rid of you, Joe King. I got to put you in timeout. You got to be nice over here. If you want to do this correctly, East Coast. Okay. Have Tasha on panel instead of Elbow. Okay, guys. 5 minutes. Okay. We're going to have fun on this channel tonight. We're going to have a fun, nomadic, super fun time.
So bottom line is, ladies and gentlemen, we're at the 52-minute mark here. 52-minute mark. We are at the 52-minute mark. And I will be joining the channel.
The biggest dirtbag. Okay, Junker, you have earned yourself a one-way ticket out of here. Okay. I'd advise you to get excited about better things, sis. Yeah, better things. Better things to be excited about. Okay, I don't want a shit show. I want everybody to behave. Laura, Joni has the voice of an angel. Thank you, Laura. Oh, my love, my darling, I hunger for your touch in my lonely time, and time goes by so slowly, and time can do so much, and time needs your love. Lonely time, I'm goes by so slowly, and time can do so much. Lonely time. Google Maps on the Google Maps. You have Tasha on your panel, and it's time to go. And if you pray for me, I will pray for you, and we will have Elbow Elvis Travels on this channel as a bona fide member of the Wing Bull family in the Church of the Boy. Do you know about the Church of the Boy? It's called the bottom of YouTube, and they come here to pray for each other, that they might make money on YouTube, and that they may never cease praying for a miracle. Is to see Whiskey OG come back to the Boyd, and to see Rich Love of Road Trips get a Class B camper van like the Lisa Marie. And then he will see the wrath of God when they come back from the Boyd. I see you, brother. It is coming down to the last hour and last minute to pray for me. And I can pray for anyone on the Boyd, the bottom of YouTube, every morning. They come back, they pray for each other, that they can make money on Boyd. The prayers are for you to be able. I'm at Hideout building stuff now. Oh, cool. How's the if that's really the good shag? A conic bottle represents Amanda Mays. Tasha Teeling, if that's really you, or you work, how's your motorcycle? Is it coming along okay? I'd like to have a vintage motorbike if I got a motorcycle. A vintage motorbike like in the 60s, like your a little one, a lightweight motorbike. That would be nice. Yeah, I don't think you're really not hacking Gerald's stuff. I don't know if it's really the real Tasha. I don't know how yet. Anyway, I don't know if it's really the real Tasha Teeling. It's time for us to
Let's go subscribe to Tony. Let's go on to her channel. Let's get her. She already has over 4,000 watch hours. She just needs 200 more subscribers to get to monetization. That is one of my goals, to get that for her. We can do that. We can do it. It can be done, ladies and gentlemen. It can be done. as I wrap this up, please go subscribe to Joni Portwood. It's very easy to find her channel. I've already said where you can find this in the description link below the video on all my social media platforms and on my YouTube community tab. With that being said, ladies and gentlemen, I'm going to go ahead and wrap this up. We're at the 56-minute mark here. I wish good luck to Mr. Ritchie on a purchase of the van, but it looks like, in my opinion, he's not going to be able to afford the van of his dreams with a Chrysler Town and Country, limited model with all the bells and whistles. I wish him the best of luck, but it looks like the only thing in his budget is a Dodge Caravan, and that's what he's going to be.
Okay, guys, I just wanted to show you something. This is thread sealer tape. Jimmy Swaggart, brother. Okay. Okay, now. This is thread seal tape. I'll be right back. I'm going to show you guys something.
I wish him the best of luck. I hope he finds the van that works for him to suit him. And I hope he gets a good deal, and I hope he just continues living his life and doing what he does. Bottom line.
Okay, guys, now. Okay, now I'm getting this stuff together to be able to paint a car, paint my truck.
That's about it. That's about my opinion, honestly. He's going to get a minivan. He's probably going to be a Dodge Caravan. And I wish him the best of luck. That's the bottom line.
Now look, this is an inline water trap and a pressure regulator for a cheap purple spray gun from Harbor Freight that I'm going to find. You can put it on here, and your airline comes out here to your compressor. I've got a 28-gallon compressor. Just getting the things together here and there. I filled my water tanks up in my truck camper. You don't need that, really. Oh, I don't really need that? Okay. Use a brush. Anyway. Oh, okay. I'm here, Marshall. Okay. I don't know if that's a really Tasha Teeling that got blocked out of there. This is really a tripping. That's tripping. Okay, guys. It's time for us to have fun tonight. I like that card drink caddy. Oh, thank you. Thank you. That I made for Marshall. Wait for a dry day. Okay, and I will wait for you, Marshall. And as me come into the board.
I'm going to go ahead and get on out of here. Thank you for coming in. Thank you for joining the chat. Appreciate it. And until we meet again, I'll see you guys on the Joni Portwood channel in about 5 minutes. Make sure to tell Joni I'm coming. I'm on the way. And make sure to tell her that she can pay attention to her backstage screen on StreamYard so she can let me in when I come in approximately 3 to 5 minutes. I'll see you guys on the Joni Portwood channel. Have a wonderful night, ladies and gentlemen. Right here from out of Chicago. If you enjoyed this content, once again, make sure once this video uploads, please thumbs up, give it a like, subscribe, immediately your heartfelt positive comments on the comment section below the video. And if they're positive, I will your comments.
Okay. I'm waiting for Chicago Nomad. Good, razzle dazzle. Thank you. And I won't block you, Charlotte. Roger Brown. Roger Brown. He's not going to use me. He's not going to use me. I don't want to ban nobody. I like you guys. I want all you guys here. Let's all be nice and let's be on our best behavior. Essie Miller, nice to see you. Now, guys, Earth Peephole, I'm going to get rid of you. That's not the real Charla. I'm sure I got a clone here. My life don't depend on this place, though. If that's you, really, Tasha, welcome to the stream.
See your local store. Click the link to have better sleep shipped clean to your door. Ashley Home Store. This is home.
I hope I didn't hear any. You didn't hear any kind of. I'm waiting for you, Marshall. Sandy Linderthal, you come back tomorrow, okay? I don't want this to turn into a shit show. Let's see. I don't want to ban people. I don't want to ban you, but I will ban you. Because I don't want to ban you. The dude abides. Okay, guys. Okay, Marshall. I got you. Yeah, I see you, Nomadic Chicago, and I see you in here. I see you, Nomadic Chicago, and I'm waiting for you to come in backstage. Okay. Okay, that's fine. That's what I'm going to do. Yeah, exactly. I agree, Charlotte. You're right. Okay, guys. We're going to have fun tonight. I want everybody to be nice. Because I don't want to ban anybody. Okay? And you all know what I mean. So don't be nasty. Nice to see you, Tasha, telling you if that's the real Tasha. Okay, I'll ban White Line. I don't see White Line anywhere. Let me see the live chat here. Damn people. Hello? Crazy people. Okay. I'm going to go do something, guys. Okay. Oh, we're just in here having fun. Nothing bad going on. I don't think this is. Okay. Oh, shit. Anyway, guys, what do you want to talk about? Okay, guys.
What's going on, Johnny?
How you doing?
All right, how about you?
Okay.
What's going on?
Not a whole lot. We have. Oh God, do we really have 106 people watching?
Well, I prepared this very well. You know what I did today?
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
I put your I put your link out on my community tab on YouTube.
Yeah, exactly.
I said I was going to come on your show after my show.
Okay, that's cool.
Everybody that was on my show came here. I also put your link on Nomadic Chicagoan, Twitter, Instagram, on my Nomadic Chicago on Facebook, my group page, my personal page, and on the description link below of the video. So I got you a max amount of people. And also, I think your subs just went up to 811, right? They just shot up by 14 subs. So I hope people keep on subbing up to you. And I just think that if we kind of give people a routine, whenever's a good time for you, we can coordinate. And then I can do my show, and then people can come to your show. And it'll be like a tradition. And people will be like, well, now we got a reason to sub up Joni.
Yeah, exactly.
Have an alternative second chat to go to after I'm done with my chat. And then it's up to you, how long you want to stay on here. That's up to you. I mean, I might stay an hour or 30 minutes or whatever. And then you can do whatever you want.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So
That sounds good.
And you get 20 hours on StreamYard for free. So
yeah, exactly.
And after that, it's like $20. But I just think that would give the people a reason to subscribe. I guess an alternative reason to subscribe to you if there's a chat that they can go to. And if we can coordinate it, like I was saying, there's the Jay Leno show and then the Late Late show. So you can get the maximum audience, the maximum views, and then also maximum subs. People will sub up to you because they'll, we can continue to chat here, but they'll also have a place just to go to, so an alternative,
Exactly.
Alternative chat to hang out, basically.
Yeah, exactly. That makes sense.
I think that's why your subs obviously shot up from 796 to 811. You gained, and they're probably gaining now if you refresh your screen. You gained about 15. Was it 15 subs? So, yep. So that's the dealio. If you can read any questions out of are you on the laptop?
Yeah, I'm on the laptop and I've got my phone here.
Okay.
Is there any questions?
I don't know if there's any questions. I can see the chat, but anyways, yeah. So how many you got watching now?
We have 117 people watching.
We got 117 people watching. I had a question for the people. I had a few questions. How many people that are subscribed to my channel or that wanted to donate to me were banned. Are they here? Who are they? I'd like to know each one by name. How
There's
many
one,
people?
there's one
Yeah.
called JJ. There's one named JJ,
Right.
and JJ said they, yeah.
How many? That's the question that I had. How many people are banned on my channel that want to be unbanned, or that donated or were going to donate? I don't know. There's probably a lot of them, which I said I'll unban or whatever and get rid of moderators and wrenches. That was just one question to throw out there, you know. Pretty much, you know.
Mm-hmm.
But I'm glad that you got the maximum audience, because I had I gave you a shout out. How many people did you have at max capacity when I was on? Because I had about 100 people watching. How many did you have in here before I came on?
I had about 30, 35 or 40 people.
Okay. So you had about 35, 40. I had about 90. So if we got about 130 now, it's about right. So about 100 of my people came over here and added to your 30 that you already had.
Yeah.
So we should have about 130 people then. If you had 30 people in here before I got here, yeah, so you got about 130. Well, that's great.
Yeah, exactly.
Now, if half of those people can subscribe to you, you know, let's just say there's 120 here. If 60 can subscribe to you, you know, half of them per day, you know, you'll get to that 200 subs in a week or two, you know.
Yeah.
Give or take, you know. Are your subs going up any? Are they still stuck at the 811?
Let's see.
If you refresh your screen, it'll tell you
It says I got 810 right now.
810. Okay. All right. So I just appreciate if everybody subscribes, and, you know, and that's about it. So, yep. So, yeah, I'm not really reading the chat or screen right now. I'm just kind of laying back here in my chair. It's kind of hard to read it. You got to get closer to the phone when you're on the phone here, but I might read it and put it on or whatever. But I pretty much say what I wanted to say on my channel. So
That sounds good. Yeah.
I'm just chilling back here and relaxing and, you know, just relax.
Yeah.
So what's on your mind, Johnny?
I filled my fresh water tank up today, just a little bit ago. It didn't seem to be leaking or anything, so that's a good thing. Those pipes are what they call those polybutylene pipes. They're gray plastic pipes.
Mm.
But people, I've been reading stuff on YouTube that people are saying that those get old and get brittle, and they went out of business. And so that people
none of my pipes ever, they're plastic, and
are they gray?
Unless water freezes them, they're not going to leak. The issue that's been had is if the clamps are not on there tight enough, the water line can leak. But they're not really going to crack unless you've had water in there and the water is froze. It's a pretty heavy gauge plastic.
Are you talking about the gray pipes with the metal band around it?
I'm talking about the water lines. I don't know what you're talking about, but I'm talking about the freshwater lines.
That's what I'm talking about.
The water lines that are inside of the coach.
Yeah.
I've had my gray tank crack. I don't know why, maybe because of old age or whatever. I don't know if it could be fixed with something or whatever, but anyways, that's the dealio on that. So
the pipes are this gray pipes, and they have. I had been trying to figure out how they join these joints together. You know, and they're like the pipes are gray, and I've been reading about that stuff.
There a lot of them are together at a 90-degree angle. A lot of the water lines come together at a 90-degree angle sometimes because you got to make a lot of bends in a van. Or, you know, they're, I guess, I'm not sure if they're threaded in. I think they could be threaded in, but I'm not sure. I took a lot of the water lines out when I removed the shower and the toilet and all that. And, I really didn't pay that much attention, but I know that they're joined together with, or they're tightened together with clamps.
Mm-hmm.
Not sure if they're threaded in. I know there's a lot of them that have the 90-degree angles. So,
Mm-hmm. A lot of people have been going
how many we got watching now?
112 people.
Okay.
Yeah, a lot of people have gone to the PEX plumbing. I've been reading about it. A lot of people have went to that PEX plumbing. Someday I may end up going to the PEX myself.
I don't know that much about it. I know it's the PEX plumbing that's red and blue, and I see a lot of people doing that with the newer ones, but I don't know what the difference is,
Mm-hmm.
with that. All the ones in the RVs are the old ones that are gray. I don't know.
Yeah.
That's what they used for years. So,
Yeah.
that's the dealio on that. But, yep, it's getting pretty nice right now.
Yeah, it is.
Over here. So,
East Coast GS says that you've got them blocked, that they've been blocked on your channel.
well, there's a lot of people that are blocked. Like I said, I'm going to have to go into Studio Creator and I've told you this before, the issue that I had on my laptop.
Mm-hmm.
So hard to use Studio Creator on the phone. You have to zoom. Have you ever used Studio Creator on the phone?
I've
The
never.
desktop version, not the app. The desktop version is very hard to use it.
Mm-hmm.
So the issue that I have on my laptop, which is a Windows 10 laptop,
Mm-hmm.
I had turned off the updates because I found out how to turn off the updates manually. It did it, and then it would turn the updates back on by itself, and I would have to go back and turn them off. And what it did the other day was, even though I had turned them off, it turned them back on, and it didn't give me an option to turn them off. And then what it does is, it takes 5 hours to do the Windows updates, and another 5 hours to say, you know what, or maybe 2 to 3 hours to say, you know what, 2 to 3 hours to do the updates, and then it'll come back and say we couldn't install the updates, and then we've got to undo them and take them off, and that takes another 2-3 hours, and then you can log into your Windows. So this laptop has been driving me nuts. I can't do any work on it. It's been really a weight on my shoulders, and I can't stand Windows. Can't stand Windows products. I love Android, and I just can't wait till I get a Chromebook and just be done with this Windows. And that's the issue that I got. And for anybody that knows, going into Studio Creator desktop version on a phone is very hard to zoom in and out and do things. It's not optimized for a phone, the full Studio Creator suite. So it's been a nightmare for me. So anyways, that's the deal there. So
okay. Yeah, so I hid the fake Tasha Teeling. So Tasha, if that's you, welcome to the stream. Hosio Cringy. I thought you were trolling. Hosio Cringy, I put you in timeout because I thought you were trolling and stuff. So my bad about that if you weren't.
There's that one individual, and I didn't want you to say his name, the one I told you about. He's trying to make a name for himself using me, but I didn't want you to say his name. And he was in here, and other people that follow that person are trying to build him up and build other channels up by coming in here. And their only goal is just to, there's people out there that are just sick in the head on YouTube. They're not in it for the money. They're just bored and they have nothing to do but to come online and just hate on people or just try to build a mob group of haters. And sometimes I don't understand these troll channels on YouTube. It's like people are so bored. They have nothing to do. They have no hobby or interest. And their only hobby or interest is to come online. And YouTube is a platform where we're supposed to share our lives. It's a platform where you can come on and make money and have content and have a following, have a genre, have a business. But a lot of these troll channels, none of them are monetized. They come on here and just want to egg people on and just bring hate and just not only towards me but other people. And this person that I mentioned to you, he's trolls and hates on other people too, and
Yeah.
he's just trying to. Um, uh, I mean, he has a full-time job in trucking,
Hmm.
and it just to me it's kind of like it's pretty sickening what people do, and and it's like they have nothing good to do in their spare time. Like nobody, all these trolls, in my opinion, have nothing to do good in their spare time. In other words, they don't have anything to occupy their time, and it's kind of crazy if you think about it.
It is. I
It's
wish I
kind of
knew.
crazy, you know.
Yeah, that's true. I wish I knew which of the Tasha Teelings was real. It's hard to tell which of them is real.
Well, the only way that you could do it, as far as I know, I know people have extensions and all that, but if you wanted, you could, you can add her as a wrench to her real channel, and then basically, then you would know that that's the real one. You know how to add wrenches, right?
Yeah, how do you go to someone's channel and do it?
Well, all you have to do is
Oh, okay.
copy and paste the URL of their homepage and go to your Studio Creator, go to Community tab, and copy and paste their URL into your Add Moderators. Click Save, and that's it. They're a wrench.
Okay.
Now
So,
you have to do that because you're on StreamYard. If you had the YouTube app, if you were on the YouTube app, and you knew it was her, you'd have to just click their name and click Add Moderator. But you can't do that on StreamYard. You have to be on the YouTube app on the phone to do that.
oh,
But in your case, because you have StreamYard, you go to her channel, you go to the Home tab, you copy and paste her URL, you come back to Studio Creator, click Community tab,
mhm.
and then click where it says Moderators and copy and paste her URL in there, and then click Save, and then it would add her as a wrench. And obviously, if somebody's got a wrench, you know that's a real one.
Yeah.
I think you already know how to add moderators, right?
Yeah, I do. I can do that.
Right. But when you're, like I said, when you're on the YouTube app, it's already built in there. I could click on your name and mod you, because that's available on the YouTube app, but it's not available on the StreamYard's app or the StreamYard. It's not available on there because you're using a third party here, and you don't have the same thing, So that's the dealio with that. So let me look at the chat and see who's in here now. How many we got watching?
I've got 119 watching.
Okay, cool beans. I'm watching the chat right now. Hello to everybody. Who is banned on my channel that shouldn't be banned? Hello. I'm watching the chat. You see this person putting addresses here?
Yeah, I did. I just got rid of them.
Man, it's a troll person that's trolling a real channel. I don't know if you know that.
Yeah.
You know that's a real channel, right?
What's a real channel?
Shoot the.
Shoot.
I'm not gonna say. Yeah, you know that's a real channel, and that's a person that's impersonating that person that also putting in addresses.
Oh yeah, I got rid of that person.
And you know that's a real channel, right?
Yeah, I knew I'd heard it before.
Right. Let's see.
Brandy, yeah, the camper. I've just been going through the plumbing, making sure Brandy. I just wanted Brandy Z. I got my hot water heater lit. I thought I would need a new hot water heater, but I got the boiler lit manually, so I just need to adjust the flame on it. And I got my burner lit on my refrigerator too. My igniter's not working, so I have to go out there with a lighter and a lighter, one of these things. I got this thing here to light the burners on my campers. So I went and bought this thing to light the burners. So go ahead, Marshall.
I'll answer Transparenton real quick. Sorry, Transparenton, about getting blocked. I will unban you. I'm going to just go ahead and unban everybody, like I said. And you know who Transparenton is?
Yeah, I do.
Okay. You know he was the guy that came over to Rosie's and threw the candy bars over the fence. And he's a European guy that lives in around San Francisco, whatever.
Oh, okay.
Around there in the Bay Area. Nah.
Let's see. Yeah, how you doing there, Russ? I don't know if you got banned, Russ. Payday Snicker Bar Dumper. Yeah, how you doing there, Mount? He claims he lives in Mountain View, California, which is the headquarters of Google LLC.
Oh, thank
Yep.
you, Brandy. I appreciate that. Yeah. This guy just, hobo chowdery, huh? Cartman the Wizard. I'll be grateful once you unban me. Well, Teresa, good to see you. Good to see you in the place here today.
But I'm watching the chatter, so I'm just here to take any questions regarding van life, RV life, whatever people have. That's what I'm on here for, basically. You know, any questions about the RV life, van life? Anybody that's got banned, sorry, I'll unban you. So I don't want to film Google LLC. It's not a good idea. You know, Google gets triggered on anything. They'll get ready for anything. So you don't want to do anything on the edge. You know. Yep. Let's see.
Yeah, LCD was modding on the other channel, Hoseo Cringy.
Yeah. So, anyways, well, John Jacobs. Okay. What to purchase? I've been watching several videos on rebuilds and trying to figure out what to purchase. It's all about the interior floor plan of an RV. The interior floor plan of an RV is very important. When I bought the Lisa Marie, I liked the style, I liked the van, but the floor plan wasn't for me. It was a big mistake. And that's why I had to change things around. So I always try to tell people before you buy an RV, the floor plan is the number one important thing about purchasing an RV is your floor plan. I'm much to fill up the Lisa Marie with gas. Well, the other day gas was about $2.85 a gallon. I ended up filling it for $74. Two tanks, $74 at gas, $2.85 a gallon. Obviously, it just depends on how much gas is, and that's what it is. Marshall, which floor plan for a Class B you really like? Well, I've said it. Am I still here, Joni?
Yeah, you're still here.
Okay, because I see you're quiet. You've come. The best floor plan for a Class B is the Rotrek. The Rotrek, because they have the bed in the back and the aisle shower, and then you can have 2 seats up front, 3 seats, or 4. And the Rotrek has got the best floor plan. Some companies mimic the Rotrek, some of the Pleasureway Lexors. There's a handful of others that pretty much mimic the Rotrek. But the Rotrek has the best shower, in my opinion. The aisle shower with the fiberglass floor, with the fan in the aisle, is the best shower in vintage Class Bs. And some people copied it, some people didn't. Leisure Travel copied it. The built-in air conditioner inside of the coach and not on the roof, that's Rotrek's idea, as far as I know. Rotrek and Explorer are the two old RV manufacturers. So they're the two that have been around a long time. So, but I think a lot of people copied Rotrek for a lot of things. Rotrek has their trademark 3 windows up top. Pleasureways use 2 windows, up on the top. Road Trek is the one who started the built-in air conditioner, as far as I know, the aisle shower, as far as I know. There's a lot of things that Road Trek did, and people copied. So a lot of the Road Treks were built on Dodge vans. Am I still here, Joni?
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah, a lot of the Road Treks were built on Dodge vans, and a lot of manufacturers came out and started making coaches on Dodge vans. Like, people don't know this, but there's a van called the Coachman Saratoga, and it's on a Dodge Ram platform. And it was made in the 90s by Coachman, and it has the bed in the back, and they tried to kind of mimic the Road Trek a little bit. And for years, Road Trek used the Dodge van, the Dodge Ram van, until the production was done. Last year, the Dodge Ram van was made, was 03. And then they started using a lot more Chevrolets, and other manufacturers started using a lot more Chevys and Fords for their vans, because the Dodge was not made after 2003. Then the Sprinter came out also.
Yeah. Brandy, I think I would still get a truck camper, Brandy. If I had it to do over again, I think I would still get a truck camper. So yeah, that's true. What kind of an RV are you looking for, Brandy? You're looking for something that's self-contained? So go ahead, Marshall.
No, go ahead. I finished my words. But if anybody has any other questions about RV van life, that's what we're here for. That's what I'm here for. Nothing more, nothing less. I'm not here really. I get into food, talk a little bit, and travel and van life. I'm not here to really get into politics or other stuff, but
Yeah. And so, yeah, I'm glad that I got those two appliances going. I didn't expect to get them. It's two more things a little bit closer to me having, a rig that's fully functional. I need a coach battery. I need to get set up with a coach battery set up, and that's my last main thing. Could you get a portable battery charger and run it off your generator and charge up a battery quick with some kind of portable battery charger, or not?
I mean, batteries. There's, when you get a battery charger, there's two settings on there. There's slow charge and fast charge, right?
Yeah.
And slow charge, from what I heard from Mr. X, says charges the battery better, but it takes hours.
Mm-hmm.
And then you have I think that's Mr. X on the side chat. Is that the real Mr. X with the wrench or not?
Mr. X, that's Mr. X there.
Does he have a wrench?
Yeah, he does, and that's the real thing.
Because I can't see from my end because I'm on the StreamYards app. So, are you on the YouTube side looking at this, Joni, or the StreamYards chat? What are you looking at?
YouTube side, because I can.
Okay. If you're on the StreamYard side, you can't see the wrenches.
No, I can't.
You have to go to the YouTube side to see who's got a wrench.
Yeah, that's why I've got my YouTube side here.
Oh, okay. Well, I don't know how long it would take if you had a battery charger and you wanted to charge your battery. How long it would take to charge the battery on fast charge. And I think there's another option for generators. Can you, some generators, you can jumpstart your battery with a generator, I believe.
Oh, okay.
The Hondas have that built in, but,
I got rid of that guy that's putting out addresses, so I went ahead and got rid of him.
Well, yeah, that's the same troll that comes in with different people's real names and just puts out,
Yeah.
Yeah.
Easy P, Easy. I just wanted to let you know, Marshall Elvis will get rid of the people that are banned. He's going to take care of that tomorrow. He's going to take care of the people that have been banned.
It's going to take time to get all that done because I'm thinking to myself, whatever damage has been done has already been done. So I'll just have to start from scratch and just Give everybody a chance. Just take away all the wrenches and unban everybody and just start from scratch.
Yeah, exactly.
Then we'll see really who's in there, and it just takes time, just takes time.
Yeah. It'll
You
just
know.
take a while. But
Yep.
yeah, there's something else that people have, and it's called a inverter charger. It's an inverter and a charger put together, and it's hooked in into your main supply line. And it's expensive, but you can use it to charge your coach batteries. It charges your coach batteries, but it also turns into an inverter. You've probably seen them. It turns into an inverter to
Are you talking about a Jackery?
I guess that's what they call. They have different brands of them. There's one of them. Let me see. I wrote some of the stuff down. It's an inverter / charger. Inverter / charger. Yeah. There's brands like I can't think of them for sure right now. The brands, but they cost. You could get one for maybe $500, but they go all the way up probably over to $1,000. But it's just something that some people are adding in, and
yeah. So how many we got watching now, Joni?
107.
Okay. Your subs go up any?
You like a yo-yo. They go 805. I'm down to 805.
Okay. Good deal.
Mm-hmm.
I'd appreciate if people could sub up to Joni here. We have, anywhere between 100 and 120 people in here. So
Mm-hmm.
if half of those people can sub her up, we can get her at least 50, 60 subs tonight.
Mm-hmm.
Hopefully it'll happen. I mean, think about it. Think about it for a sec, right?
Yeah.
You have 30 people in here. Typically, how many people do you have when you do a hangout? All on your own.
Lately, I've been having like maybe 30, 37, up to 37 people.
So about 40 people, right?
Yeah.
So if we had about 120 in here at peak, that means at least 80 of my people came over here.
Yeah, exactly.
And I know for a fact, before I came on here, I had about 100 people in my chat.
Okay.
I mean, I had about 100 viewers.
Mm-hmm.
So the point is, it doesn't matter if it's 100 or 50 or 60.
Mm-hmm.
People from my end come here.
Yeah, they do.
And I'm glad that they do. And but we're living in a time right now on YouTube. It's a very dicey situation for live streams, because you have people who want to come in and have a good time. You have people that want to come in and ask questions, and you got people that want to come in and troll. You got people that just want to come in and watch. You got people that want to come in and just talk to other people on the side chat, like camaraderie. And I think it's unique to identify all your viewers, especially for a live chat, because when you make a content video and they like your content, they'll comment.
Mm-hmm.
When you're on a live chat, it's more of like if you're sitting with somebody having a coffee at a coffee shop.
Mm-hmm.
Imagine this now, right?
Yeah, exactly.
How many people we got watching now? 107?
Yeah, 103 right now.
103. Majority of those people are not going to type in on the side chat. How you doing, man? Yeah, majority of people are not going to type in on the side chat. Right, Joni?
Yeah, exactly.
Let's say about 25% of them are going to comment.
Yeah, exactly.
So this guy is a nut jobber. He's throwing stuff all over the place. Hold on a second. Let me see what this dude is doing here. Hold on a second. This guy is really a nut job, like homeless guy. What a nut. You there, Joni?
Yeah, I'm here.
Yeah, I got this old freaking guy here, like some homeless guy walking around with like a wobbling around.
Oh,
And
he was saying something with me.
yeah, he was just saying, he says, man, he said, have you ever been in prison? And he took this thing and he threw it. And it's like, this guy is really out of his mind. Yeah, just some guy that's completely nuts.
Yeah, if I knew this was the real Tasha, I'd give you
Yeah.
a reach. I don't know if you're the real Tasha Teeling. I don't know which one's real. Yeah. Anyway.
I'm telling you, people here in Florida, like I said, most of these people, I don't know, they're probably not from here, but this guy is like, yeah, this guy had to be at least maybe 70 years old. I mean, I'm not joking. He's 70, probably 70 years old. 65, 70.
Mm-hmm.
And the guy looks at me, and I thought he's waving. And I wave back, and then he says, have you ever been in prison and all that? And he says something, and he takes this thing and throws it. And I'm like, this guy is really off his rocker,
Mm-hmm. Scary stuff, I know.
Well, I mean, and the guy's wobbling, So it's
Yeah.
like, there's people out here that and I've said this before. There's people out here that are homeless that are completely normal.
Mm-hmm.
There's people out here that are homeless that have a drug problem, and there's people that are homeless out here that are just mentally just done, just gone.
Mm-hmm.
And our country is like the Wild West. It's like they let these people out like stray dogs, like wild animals,
Yeah, exactly. Exactly.
And that's what our country has come to. And you see a lot of this in Florida. And I'm in a very good area here. Now, this is a good area here. This is an area where you have good working people here.
Yeah, exactly.
And all these people just come out of the woodwork like zombies. And you don't know what bush they're coming out of or which, it's unbelievable, That's the thing about Florida here. Like right now, I'm in an area where I would say an apartment here would be at least, $800-900, maybe $1,000, maybe more.
Yeah, exactly.
I mean, this is a nice area here,
Mm-hmm.
I would say that the apartments here are between 1,000 and 1,500 for like a one bedroom. It's a nice area with working people and there's areas where there's homes, I guess, over here too. That's something. And yeah, that's the weird thing about Florida, man. That's the weird thing about this place.
Mm-hmm.
So anyway, yeah, he's kind of like, yeah, I just think that, yeah, Florida is becoming more and more and more, a dangerous place.
Yeah, it is.
I mean, and the thing is that all these people come down here with the same reason. It's warm. And anybody who's homeless wants to be in a warm environment, obviously. So the colder area that you're in, and the more north you go, the actual safer that you are. Just what I've noticed, basically. You know what I'm saying? There's more homeless people in warm areas,
Hello.
Am I here, Joni? What happened?
I'm here.
Are you talking to me, or who are you talking to?
Wayne just called me. I'm going to let him go.
Oh, okay.
Well, I'm live right now. Can I call you back in a minute after I'm done being live? Okay. Okay, I'll let you go. Okay, we'll let you go. Bye. Okay, I'm here.
You said hello, and I'm thinking, who are you talking to here? I'm in the middle of talking. I'm like, you kind of threw me off there.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
So anyway.
So how many people are watching now? Let's reiterate. I think people want to know that answer. I want to know.
104.
104. So now, well, everybody's got a different homeless, crazy street people situation wherever they live, right?
Yeah,
If anybody lives in Florida or is in the Tampa Bay area, they know what I'm talking about. It might be a different situation, respectively, all throughout the country.
Yeah.
Obviously, I don't see that many homeless people in Chicagoland
Yeah.
per capita as I do here in Florida. That's a given. And that makes Illinois a much, much safer place. A lot of these people are, not a lot of them are bad. I'm just saying a handful of them are just, drugged up or just nuts
Mm-hmm.
or whatever. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, exactly. Scary
They're not
stuff.
all bad, but there's the handful that are bad. And it's like, I'm thinking to myself, this guy is at least 70 years old or more.
Mm-hmm.
This guy's limping. And I'm thinking to myself, how did he get in this situation if you think about it, Joni?
Mm-hmm. Yeah, being as old as he is.
Being as old as he is, right?
Mm-hmm.
I mean, look, it's one thing to be homeless in your 40s, 50s, right?
Yeah.
But how can somebody who's, and you don't, you see older homeless people, and the reason that they're in this position is because they probably want to be in that position.
Probably so.
Because for people that are old, there's senior living, there's Section 8 apartments,
Mm-hmm.
there's you can live in an RV, you can live in a van, there's options. So someone who's out on the street, it's by their own choice. I mean, it can't be where they're just out here because they were forced out here, or they're like a wild animal dog.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, I don't think we're in that, like, where we're at in society where these people are just out there because we threw them out. I think it's a conscious choice for this guy, who is, in my opinion, an idiot, to be out here, like, be belligerent at this time of the night, right? And be belligerent towards me for no reason, right?
Yeah, exactly.
No reason whatsoever. But the guy is literally has to be 70 years old or older.
Yeah.
And he's got to make a conscious decision to be an idiot. In other words, in my opinion, this guy made a conscious choice in his life to just be an idiot. He can't be that mentally disabled, because if he was, wouldn't he be in a mental ward?
Yeah.
He's made the conscious decision to live out on the street in Florida. He happens to be in a nice area, right?
Yeah, exactly.
And for some reason, like you say, he's living on the street. But does he really have to be on the street when he really can be in the nursing home or in a 55 and over community or whatever, right?
Yeah, exactly.
And I'm thinking to myself, if he's that old, he's getting some SSI check.
Mm-hmm.
So, in my opinion, it's a conscious decision that he made to live on the street, but also just to be an idiot.
Mm-hmm.
And to put himself in harm's way on the street by just mouthing off to people just randomly.
Yeah, exactly.
So, to me, it's a combination of mental illness, but also poor choice. And we're talking about, like, and that's where you try to differentiate here, Joni. Is this guy sick in the head, or is he just a person who makes poor choices?
Yeah, exactly.
Is he a person who just he's mentally all there, but he makes a poor choice? Or is he just completely insane?
Mm-hmm.
And how do you differentiate these people? Who's mentally insane or who's just makes a poor choice? Either way you look at it, it's a problem.
Yeah, it is.
Because how can somebody like that be part of society? How can somebody be part of society who, in other words, makes real bad choices in life, right?
Yeah, exactly.
Or is just so mentally incompetent that the choices they make, that allows them to be a true outcast in society?
Mm-hmm.
Do you see where I'm coming from, Joni?
Yeah, I do.
It's like, for example, when I was in New Orleans, I went into a Walgreens. There was a security guard there. And when I walked out, there had to be at least 60 homeless people sitting outside of Walgreens, right?
Yeah, exactly.
You ask anybody for directions, they're going to ask you for money.
Mm-hmm.
Now, is that the right moral thing to do? if I wanted to give money to somebody because they're hurting, I would give it on my own free will, right?
Yeah,
But if
exactly.
you're just asking directions from somebody, you know, and they're in the area, and you're just just asking a question, and they demand that you give them money payment,
Yeah, exactly.
it's like they're forcing you to pay them as a tour guide when they're not really a tour guide, when they're just a bum on the street.
Yeah, exactly.
So, in my opinion, when I went to Canada, I did not see any homeless people at all. Everybody was living in these high-rise buildings. It's socialist. Everything is expensive, but it's much safer there than it is here. And
Mhm.
America has turned into the Wild West. We've turned into the society of the have and have-nots, the ultra-rich, the few working class that we have, and then a lot of people on the street. And the warmer area that you go to, the more low lives you have,
Mm-hmm.
the more dangerous it is.
Mm-hmm. That's true.
And whether it's illegal immigrants, or whether it's people in gangs, or it's whether these homeless people, that's pretty much the situation.
Yeah, exactly.
So the question is, where do we go from here as a nation? What's the solution?
Yeah, that's a good question.
You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
We know that people who want to live the van life, we can live the van life and have a little bit of freedom. But what about all these other nut jobs that are on the street? What about all these other nuts that are on the street, the thousands and thousands and thousands of them
Mm-hmm.
in this country, you know?
Yeah, exactly. That makes sense.
And we're talking neighborhoods. How many we got watching now, Joni?
103 people.
So I don't know. What do you think? What do we do from here? We have people, like you say, that are living off the government,
Mm-hmm.
that are at the same time terrorizing taxpayers and terrorizing this nation and terrorizing these streets.
Mm-hmm.
You got good people that are working, that are doing the right thing, and you got all these people that are mooching off the government, but at the same time, they're out here, and an animal has more sense to them. An animal, a dog or a cat, has more sense than these people. Really, a dog, a literal animal. And that's why I understand why so many people have dogs and cats. Dogs and cats can be more understanding, more loving, and more intelligent than a human being.
It's true.
Literally, I would consider a dog or a cat more intelligent than this scum here.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? I mean, this guy was talking a lot of smack, threw something, reached up and threw something, and was trying to initiate negative contact with me. I don't even know this guy from Adam. So what I'm saying is, there are some human beings that are out there, and you know who you are. It's most of these people that are out on the streets, basically. And these people don't have any sense whatsoever. And where does our country go from here? What's the solution? I mean, hell, Joni, we can talk about making chili and soup beans all day. It ain't going to solve this.
No, it's not. That's true.
Think about it. This is a huge problem that we got.
Yeah, it is, for sure.
What do we do with all these people on the street?
You
With
know,
the drug addictions and alcohol addictions and homeless people and the mentally insane and people who just don't have common sense. They're out on these streets like stray dogs and cats.
mm-hmm.
You know, like in Mexico, you have stray dogs and cats all over the place. But an animal makes more sense. An animal has more intelligence and sense than some of these senseless people.
Yeah, yeah.
They do.
Yeah, exactly.
That's why, and like I said, I just want to say in closing, I understand why people own cats and dogs. I owned a lot of dogs when I was growing up. Animals give you unconditional love, and a lot of times they're more intelligent and they make more sense than a human being.
Mm-hmm.
A lot of Americans and women are into dogs and cats, and I don't blame them.
Mm-hmm.
I don't blame them. I really don't blame them. Really, I don't blame them. I don't blame people for having pets. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, exactly.
I didn't mean to go on this rant, but I just had to because this guy just, I mean, this is like opened up my eyes a little bit, you know?
Yeah, exactly. Scary. I know it is. Worrisome.
Yeah, I mean, it's like it's because if you think about it, This guy really has to be off his rocker. And think about it. It's kind of like, you know, how many people are like this guy out there that just have no common sense?
Yeah, that's true. They're
Or
scary.
whether their lack of common sense is due to a mental illness or just a bad choice. If it's a bad choice, then somebody that makes bad choices can be corrected and learn from their mistake.
Mm-hmm.
If it's a person who's mentally ill,
Mm-hmm.
they don't belong in the public. Do you see what I'm saying?
I do.
If somebody's under the influence of drugs or alcohol and they can't handle it, they might do something bad. If somebody is mentally ill, they can't help themselves. They're a mentally sick person.
Mm-hmm.
But there's also the category of the people who just make bad choices.
Mm-hmm.
And those people can learn from their mistakes.
Mm-hmm.
But a person who's mentally sick is mentally sick. They're done. They're cooked.
Mm-hmm.
And a person who's under the influence of drugs or alcohol or whatever, they're not operating with their full mind.
Mm-hmm.
That's just my opinion. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, I understand. Yeah, that makes sense.
So that's the thing, you know.
Yeah, exactly.
So I don't know. Maybe I should have went to school to be a psychologist or psychiatrist,
Mm-hmm.
because sometimes I kind of analyze people, but at the same time, I don't know. I just have sales in my blood, salesmanship. I like selling a product, an idea, a lifestyle, but the bottom line is, what's great about the van life? When you're not comfortable in an area or a situation, you have the power to turn your key and go. And that's the best feeling that you can get within the van life. Turning that key and going somewhere else. And having that freedom and having that happiness. You know what I'm saying?
And you don't have to be stuck with something you don't want.
You don't have to be stuck in a situation or scenario you don't want to be in.
Yeah.
And that's kind of leads to van life. We have the ability to make change and choice.
Exactly.
You know, and that's the bottom line on that. So
Mm-hmm.
I didn't mean to go on this long rant, but I just had to. But I hope people are subbing you up now, and we can get you to 1,000 subs. But I didn't mean to go on this long rant, but I just had to. There's problems in this world, Joni.
Mm-hmm.
You might not see it in rural Richmond, Kentucky.
Mm-hmm.
You might have a couple of neighbors that talk a little bit of smack.
Mm-hmm.
But when you're out here on the streets and you see what goes on, you see the world from a bigger perspective, Joni.
Yeah, makes sense.
And you know the old saying, Richmond, Kentucky, it ain't nothing but a pimples on a you-know-what's butt.
Yeah.
You know what I'm talking about, Joni?
Yeah, I do.
You know how big this world is, Joni?
It's big, isn't it? Oh, it's a big place.
It's a big place.
Yeah, it's a big place. A lot of people.
And people and people who live a lifestyle, you know, and
Mm-hmm.
and they're in their home and all that, then you know, it's a peace of mind.
Mm-hmm.
But when you're out here and you're doing what we're doing here as nomads,
Mm-hmm.
you see a lot. Let me tell you something, Joni. You know what it's like when I was in Atlanta, Georgia, and I was in a parking lot across the street from an African American club,
Mm-hmm.
and some guy comes out in a Chrysler 300, and just for the fun of it, you know what they did, Joni?
What do they do?
They weren't eating soup beans. You know what they were doing?
What were they doing?
They were shooting guns in the air, Joni, rounds. And I don't know if somebody's getting shot or if they're doing it for fun, but it ended up they're doing it for fun. Now, how do you think you would have reacted to that if you were just 100 feet away from this?
I probably would have taken cover or something.
So basically, it's stuff like that you see when you're out here on the road. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Stuff that'll you know, the old Assyrian saying, it'll grow horns on the top of your head.
Mm-hmm.
There's an old Assyrian saying, the stuff that I've seen out here, Joni,
Yeah.
if you saw what I saw, you'd have goat horns growing on the side of your head.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, imagine I would.
You know what I'm talking about?
Mm-hmm.
And like I said, I don't try to, I always talk about the good, bad, and the ugly of this life. I don't try to cherry coat things. There are scary things out here. There are bad things out here. There are risky things out here. It's not all a bowl of cherries. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And you got to be prepared and ready to make the move and or defend yourself if need be, or get out of the situation if you're in a dangerous situation.
Mm-hmm.
And the best thing to do is just to remove yourself out of the situation.
Yeah.
And you know, and that's the bottom line. I mean, you know, but I think the biggest problem in this country that we have, people talk about illegal immigration. A lot of those people are hardworking people. People talk about game bangers. They're not the problem. They're just out there selling drugs and doing their territory. The problem that we have in this country are people with road rage, with driving under the influence of drugs or alcohol, and with homeless people that are mentally unstable.
Mm-hmm.
And, you know, the gangs that are out there with guns and all that, they're just doing their thing, making money in an operation, drug operation.
Mm-hmm.
But the problems that we have in this country are, like I said, homeless people that are mentally insane, road rage people, and people under the influence of different drugs that do a lot of people under the influence of alcohol.
Yeah.
That's the problem, you know?
Yeah, exactly. I think that drugs are dangerous.
Well, weed, I've seen a lot of people smoke weed and they're actually real peaceful.
But
Alcohol is a dangerous drug, 100%. People get into fights, people get into road rage, people kill each other, they get into accidents. So alcohol is a dangerous, and it's not a drug, but I guess it's just alcohol. But I'm not an expert in drugs. We know what meth and heroin does to people and all that.
Mm-hmm.
But I'm just saying, in the end, our country is going down the tubes. And it's crumbling all around us. And I just see it. I mean, yes, we do have more freedom here. Things are cheaper here. It's a land of opportunity, but it's a dangerous Wild West style type of setup. And I don't really see the government intervening like Canada. It's like everybody for themselves. Survival of the fittest.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying? But
I do.
Like I said, there's a lot of people out there that mentally can't hack it in this world. In other words, mentally, they cannot be part of society. And those are the people that are a danger to society.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, they are, for sure.
Anybody who can't assimilate into society and wants to be like a real outcast, and I wouldn't consider nomads or van dwellers outcasts. We're just doing an alternative life. An outcast is somebody who, you know, wants to live in a tent and do drugs and, you know, do bad things.
Yeah, exactly.
And, you know, terrorize the streets of America, you know.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, they do.
I don't see nomads. We're not outcasts. It's just an alternative life.
Mm-hmm.
That's all it is. It's just an alternative way of life.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. What do you think an outcast is?
An outcast, I think, is somebody who is completely against the system. In other words, somebody who doesn't recognize police or the military or the government or the rule of law or common sense or orderly conduct, like this guy, like this nut job. I consider him like a person he's so far away from society.
Mm-hmm.
I kind of think to myself, and I think to my head, how did this guy end up like this?
Mm-hmm.
How did this guy who's 70 years old, right?
Yeah.
End up on the streets of America?
Mm-hmm.
I'm thinking about this for a second. This guy has to be at least 70 years old. And the first thing, this guy's telling me that, man, he says, you've never been to prison? I mean, what I'm saying is that we got people, Joni, that are so far gone
Mm-hmm.
that there's no saving them.
No.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
There's people so far gone, there's just no saving them, you know?
Uh-huh.
And to me, I just look at this guy and say, dude, you're 70 years old, you're walking with a limp, you're on the streets. Even if he wouldn't have said a word to me, I would have said to myself, there's something wrong with this picture here.
Mm-hmm.
You know, 2 and 2 doesn't add together here.
No, exactly.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, I do.
And I guess the older people that I see that are homeless, and the more I think to myself, well, is this a choice? Or are they just thrown out onto the streets? I don't know. That's the mystery, you know, with street life.
Mm-hmm. It is.
I mean, right now, I just think to myself, does this guy get a check? For sure he does.
Mm-hmm.
How does he survive? Where does this guy sleep?
Mm-hmm.
You know? And where is he going at this time of the night? Everything's closed.
Mm-hmm.
And what catches my eye, this is an affluent neighborhood.
Yeah, exactly.
I mean, what is he doing here? In other words, this is a working man's neighborhood here.
Mm-hmm.
There's a Range Rover sitting here. There's people here that are, you know, middle class or working class. You know, it's good, clean people. You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
And I'm thinking to myself in my head, what is this guy, this low-life scum of scums, right?
Mm-hmm.
This old man who claims to be serves time in prison. What is this guy doing in a neighborhood like this? And I can't wrap my head around it. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, exactly.
You can't pitch a tent over here. This is an affluent, a nicer neighborhood here.
Mm-hmm.
You can't pitch a tent on the sidewalk here. And that's what blew my mind. That's what really blows my mind, you know? You know, because this is like a suburban type of environment, you know?
Mm-hmm.
I mean, retired people, nice condos, 55 and over, apartments, homes, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah. Yeah.
To me, this low-life scum, street scum. And I don't hate on people who are homeless. I'm not hating on people who are homeless. I'm hating at this guy's behavior and his conduct towards me. It's nothing against people that are homeless. People that are homeless, it's a choice that they make to be homeless. It's their behavior what is what I don't like. Some of them, their behavior. Do you see what I'm saying?
Yeah, I do.
It's not that he's homeless, it's the way that he's acting.
Mm-hmm.
Do you get what I'm saying?
Yeah, I do. Yeah. Yeah, I know what you mean. I'm gonna try to get out of here. Is it
Oh,
yeah.
you got to talk to Wayne.
I was gonna. My stomach hurts a little bit. I think I ate something funny.
Oh, okay. I'm sorry to hear that. Okay, then.
Yeah, but also, and I got a message that I'm running low on my StreamYard minutes.
Oh, really? How many you got left?
It said that I've got maybe 3 hours with what's left of the month.
Oh, okay. All right. Well, hey, at least I have something to rant or talk about because I really didn't have much on my mind. But this guy kind of. Well, anyways, I hope you feel better.
Thanks.
And
Yeah, exactly.
you know, I might go on later in an hour or two,
Mm-hmm.
another one. But
Yeah.
anyways, I hope you feel better. Sorry to keep you on, and I didn't know if you were feeling bad. I would have got off earlier, but I don't know what's going on with you.
I'm not feeling really bad. It's just kind of a little queasy. Not bad, you know. But I just thought I would try to maybe eat some yogurt. You know, I got some yogurt in there.
Okay. All right. Well, I'm going to get out of here. Thanks for having me on, Joni.
You're welcome.
And you have a good night.
I will. We'll see you later, guys. And see you later, Marshall. Ooh. Okay, we'll catch you on the flip side. Like, share, and subscribe. We'll catch you where the sun don't shine.